Hi, and welcome to a really quick hangout on what is the difference for Masterclass between the one-day option. Hi, and welcome to a really quick hangout on what is the difference for Masterclass.
You have it open in another window.
Option. Hi.
You have YouTube open.
I guess I did. Didn't know. I thought it was Trevor. I wanted to blame Trevor. Anyway, between the
You can blame me. You can blame me.
Between the one-day option and just the regular application masterclass. And the applications have already closed. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So we've had some questions roll in, and I want to just start with that. Like, what is the difference? And so we've had people who have already applied, and those applications ended April 30th for the leadership option, which comes with sorry, I just want to close down this notification so we don't hear that the whole time. Comes with 2 online sessions before where you get to know some of the content, you work with the author. Then you come to the one-day deep dive, which is the exact same one-day deep dive, but you're going to come in with some prior knowledge with the application process. But if you miss that or you can't do all of that work, then you can just come to the one-day deep dive and you get one kind of coaching session after. And so that was what we were opening up for people who didn't have time to apply, didn't have time to do 2 other online sessions both before and after. And so it's kind of, it is the exact same deep dive, and it's kind of the same, but it's the people who are doing the application process that are going to get some coaching from the authors to make sure that they are able to implement that. And there'll be some coaching with the one-day deep dive, just not as intensive. So I hope that answers that. We wanted to have an option for people who maybe missed the deadline, because the people who are doing the application process, which is the leadership option, we're going to start those sometime in probably early June. We're going to start those introductory 2 lessons. And so that is why we had to have another option for the people who hear about it in June and go, wait, I want to go, and still want to do the one day. So that's what's happening there. Some other questions that have been coming into my email are things around, what if I miss that leadership option and what happens there? So Lisa, would you tell them what happens at that point?
Yeah, we really want to accommodate all of you if you want to be here and be a part of it. Unfortunately, we might be full in some places, but we want to hear from you. So do your application and contact Holly, and still go ahead and apply, and we'll get back to you on that, because we want to make this work for you. We know that word just keeps spreading and we're filling up, but we also want to be able to be flexible and try to accommodate for you. So just because it says closed, contact Holly if you really want to be a part of this, because we really want to work with you.
So I'm going to share really quickly my screen, and hopefully it will go okay, because I'm notorious for not having this go okay. I think, now can you just see the Masterclass World Tour, guys?
Yep.
So I just want to explain, because some people might be like, great, there's a one-day option, but what is the whole thing about? And so let me just step back and say that these are master classes around these 3 books: the HyperDoc Handbook, Dive into Inquiry, and the Google Infused Classroom. And what we're going to do is spend a day together really getting to know the concepts so that you can take them back to the classroom and really apply them, and then have a little coaching after to say, I tried this one, but it didn't work. What do you recommend? Things like that. And so it becomes a PD that sticks, because we're trying to get away from an hour of PD here, an hour of PD of this, and then I will go back and try one thing, but I forgot everything. We're trying to make it something that is like really comprehensive for the people who attend. So think of it as more than just reading a book. It's we're wanting it to be implementation that lasts. We have the applications, and again, I think Lisa alluded to the fact that if you still want to be in that leadership cohort, we might not have room for you in some cities, but maybe we can fit you in to a couple of them, so we can talk about that. Feel free to email me. I'm going to give you the application link in just a second. We wanted to provide you with tools to master and teach the concepts in these books, and to become kind of our ambassadors for the book. So once you've gone through this training, you could, teach the teachers at your school. You could work with other teachers at your school to make sure that the content is sticking. And the course content and learning outcomes in each city could look completely different depending on what the pre-courses look like, or maybe everyone in New York wants to look at it this way, or maybe they're all English teachers, something like that. So it could look completely different. That's what we're excited about. And Trevor's going to talk about some of the cities in a second. So we're hoping that this is the next level professional learning opportunity. We really want this to be something that transforms your classroom, and especially with some new ideas that are out in these books like Hyperdocs, Inquiry, or the Google Infused Classroom is about using Google tools to make thinking visible in your classroom. And that can be hard. All of these can be hard if you just do them alone. So I'm going to go back one slide. So if you still want to apply, you can. Or if you just want to go to the one day, you can. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But this is the link for going to the application again. If you want, we're probably going to have to close that down. Like we keep like telling people, come on in. And we really want you because we want to make lasting change, but we will at some point have to close that down. So if you want to register and just go to the one day with the one coaching session, here's what you do. You go to events at edtechteam.com, and when you get there, it's going to look like this. You scroll down a little bit. And right now, it automatically, it's by default, goes to near me. And there's nothing really coming up near me except some online courses. So I choose the event type, which is Masterclass Book Tour. I'm going to choose, and there's none around me because I live in San Diego, and so they're all in other cities. So I need to press on global. And when I do that, they all appear. And then let's say I wanted to do the one day in Chicago. I would click on this. And it would give me some information about the Chicago. I go to register, and then I choose the registration that I want. Now, if you get into the leadership cohort, we're going to give you a special promo code that you put in here, and that will get you to the leadership one because it's different priced, and we only are letting certain people into that. We also have an exciting excursion. We're going to visit some places in that city after we're done learning to get to know each other and to really build a community. So that's going to be fun. We're going to be doing some wine tasting in places or eating, whatever it is in that city that is great. So as I go back to the regular screen, can you just take over, Trevor, and tell us about the cities and locations?
I think Trevor, we might have lost him.
Oh, well,
I think
do you want to do the cities, or I mean, people have heard from me enough.
Yeah, so we are doing some dates and some cities. We'll be in Sydney, Australia, July 6th. We're very excited about that. We'll be in Portland. Oh, look, and he's back. Trevor, I don't want to take your part. Are you ready?
I'm back. I'm back.
It's your portion.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We hear you. Tell us the cities,
Awesome.
Trevor.
I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I just want to say, Holly, I love what you said about book ambassadors. And I think that's really where the 2 sessions before the deep dive day come into making a really experience and kind of long-lasting professional development change.
Lisa, are you there?
Yeah, I think we're having I think Trevor, it's that Canadian Wi-Fi. You're having troubles today. Sorry, Trevor.
They have really good Wi-Fi, actually.
I know. You froze on us, though, today.
The Canadian. But if you pick up.
Portland on July 20th.
Oh, there he is.
Boston, July 25th. Chicago, July 27th. And New York City, August 1st.
That was good timing because he got all the cities in.
Right. So
one of our workshops will be like good hangouts. We'll be talking about good hangouts.
And this is a great way to make student thinking visible, so we should be doing better at this. But anyway, so that is kind of a rundown of what we're doing with the books, why we're doing the masterclass. We are having very full classes in some of the cities, but we're happy to, if you're really set on doing the leadership cohort and doing the 2 before and 2 after, you can still apply. If you just want to come for the one day deep dive and work with one of Lisa or Trevor or myself with the books and or any of the other authors that the 2 of us have, come for the one day deep dive. That's going to be beneficial, really beneficial too. And we're super excited to make this something completely unique and different in PD. One thing I want to mention is that Google Infused Classroom, while not out yet, the people who get into the leadership cohort for that are going to get a pre-copy before anyone else. That's going to be ready shortly. And we're really going to be talking about making thinking visible in our first 2 coaching sessions. So we don't even need the book yet. We're going to really dive into what does that mean? What are thinking routines? What are ways you can do it with technology? So a little, don't be afraid if that book's not out yet. Lisa, anything to say? Oh, we get 2 Trevor.
Oh, look, Trevor's back. No, I
don't know what's going on my side. So sorry, folks.
No, you're all good. You covered it. Holly's just wrapping up, and I just want to say that we're just really excited to work with you in this unique professional development opportunity. I think it's going to be so much more than a one-day event. We're going to really connect, and I think I see my job as a person to connect you to other educators all over the place. So looking forward to that.
So funny, Lisa, because you have disappeared and you are not on here. So this is called Google Hangouts, not working, but you got the information that you need, and it was a pleasure to have you all here. We'll hopefully see you in one of the amazing world-class cities that the masterclass will stop in July. Thank you, everyone, and have a good Tuesday.
Bye.